Hello, everyone. I hope life is good for you. But tell me this, if you were going to change the world for people going through hard times, who would you want on your team to help you? You might want smart people. You might want kind people. I hope so. You might want people who can explain things well to others. You might want experts in all sorts of things. You might even want superheroes with special powers because they can save the day when it looks as if there's nothing that can be done to make things better or solve problems or put things right. Today, I'm going to tell you who Jesus picked to lead his team to change the world.
Our story today is called Peter the Fisherman, and it goes like this. Andrew can fish. James and John know a thing about fishing too. But Peter is the fisherman. Have you seen the latest issue of Fishing magazine? Yes, that's Peter on the cover again, just like he was last month and the month before that and the month before that. If you go fishing with Peter, you are always in for a big catch. But one night, the unthinkable happened. Peter headed out to sea. He threw his nets into the deep. He waited and he waited and he waited. There were no nibbles, not a nudge of the nets, not a single sardine, no fish, not even one. The next morning, Peter slowly, slowly, slowly rowed back to shore. "Look, everyone!" yelled the boy. "There's Peter, the world's greatest fisherman!" "Hey, Pete," said the little old lady, "toss me a whopper for breakfast." "Smile for the camera," said the man from Fishing magazine. Peter said nothing and trudged off to wash the nets. Along came Jesus. Now, Jesus can teach. He knows a thing or two about God. Whenever Jesus begins to speak, you are in for a big crowd. Jesus is the teacher man. The crowd grew and grew until there was hardly any room on the shore, so Jesus hopped right into Peter's boat and kept on teaching. When Jesus had finished, he said, "Hey, Pete, let's go fishing." Peter groaned. "I'll take you out if you want, but we fished all night and didn't catch a thing." Out to sea headed Jesus and Peter. Into the deep they threw the nets, and you know what? Fish! 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 Hundreds of fish stretched the nets until they almost broke. Thousands of fish swamped the boat until they almost sank. Peter was amazed. Andrew was astonished. James was awestruck. And John just couldn't believe his eyes. This Jesus certainly knew a thing or two or three about fishing as well as teaching. "Please go and leave me, Lord," cried Peter. "I'm not good enough to be in the same boat as you." "Don't be scared," said Jesus. "You're joining my crew. From now on, you'll be amazed at the sort of fishing we're going to get up to." So James and John dragged the boats ashore. Andrew tossed the nets aside. Then, together with Peter the fisherman, they left everything. And you know what they did? They followed Jesus.
Now, I wonder why Jesus chose down to earth, hands in the water, everyday fisher folk to help him instead of really clever high flyers and super duper folk. I think it's because if Jesus loves everyone, and we know that he does, then Jesus can use everyone. Everyone has gifts and talents to share. Everyone can help out, even if sometimes we feel that we're useless and rubbish and can't do anything right. Here's the thing. Jesus is still looking for girls and boys and ordinary everyday people to follow him and join his world-changing team. That means you and you and you and you and you and you and you. All of you. Join the crew. Now, as good crew members, get up and get ready for our song together today. And I'll say bye for now and see you next time. So, bye for now.
Every step I take